What's going on, lovely people? Welcome to another edition of the Liverpool Daily News Show. It's your boy Drift. Welcome all. Before I get going, make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification, people, so you know every time the Daily News Show and all our other shows drop. Speaking of other shows, remember we'll be back this evening. If you're watching this on Thursday, for the watch along. Obviously, our trusted, beautiful team are playing this evening in a preseason friendly. And yeah, we'll be doing a watch along. So make sure you come and join us from about 7:05. And let's hope that that is a good one. Quite a slow news day today, guys. So not much to talk about. One little comedy element to talk about in there. But as the title says, Klopp has reaffirmed that he is fully interested in the man in your picture, which is Neuhaus, or Mortgage, as I like to call him, because it's actually quite funny that his name does translate to new house, which, you know what I mean, if you're getting a new house and you need that mortgage. And you know what? I think it's safe to say that Neuhaus, Basuma to a degree, Saul, I'd probably say maybe more so than quite a few of the others. The Sanchez rumors kind of died down a little bit, so maybe that wasn't too much of a true one. Um, and I'm sure there's one other player that I'm missing off the top of my head, but I think it's pretty obvious that those guys are the players who Klopp actually does want to be a junior replacement or to be the new midfielder for us this season. So I think if we do, I mean, I know we could go left field and we could go and buy a player completely out of nowhere like we did with Jota, but I do feel like those are probably the players that Klopp wants. Obviously, this he's actually reaffirmed that he's an admirer of Neuhaus. Um, so I think we have to. It's one of those guys. It's one of those guys that will be coming around 35 million, somewhere in that region is what it would take to get Neuhaus, which is reasonable. He is a very talented young player. In this market, 35 million is not a lot of money. Whether or not he would be a success, who knows? But that isn't a lot of money. And that's kind of around about the amount that they've all been, which kind of does make you also think, yeah, maybe there is a lot of truth in the players we're being linked with because Basuma, Neuhaus, Saul, they're all around that similar price range, meaning that must be how much we're willing, or how, the highest we're willing to go on a junior replacement. But apparently there it's not quite clear whether he himself has said he wants to do another year or whether um the club themselves have said no, we want him for one more year. But apparently he will be doing one more year. So even though Klopp has affirmed that he wants him and there are a few other people out there that are interested, apparently, obviously he's young as well. He wants to do one more year in Germany. So you never know. This one might have to be taken up again next year, or maybe we'll buy another player and this ship will sell. But we'll have to keep our eyes peeled and we'll have to see how that one goes. On to another piece of transfer news that seems quite credible. Big up LFC transfer room on this one. Sheffield United have inquired about young Harvey. Liverpool insist the 18-year-old will not be loaned out despite plenty of interest from the Championship. They will need cover for Mo and Mane during the AFCON in January. Now that source is coming from the Athletic. Big up the Athletic. Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, I've spoken about it in previous shows anyway. Klopp has actually kind of, been quoted as saying that he's really impressed with him during preseason. He's really been doing well. Um, and you know what? Whether we keep him to be the backup or whether we keep him, in and around, it'll be good for him. It'll be good for him, right? Even if we replace Mo and Mane, um, with we got a backup for Mo and Mane with a really established top quality player, like say Diaz, for example, the Colombian. I would think it would be really good for Harvey to be around the way it was for Foden to be around. Foden knew he weren't going to play regularly, if at all, right at the beginning of his career when he was only 17, 18. But you know what? He learned, he was around, he got used to everyone. And therefore, when he was integrating into the team, he knew everyone. He didn't feel like a newcomer. I think it'd be a good idea for Elliot to go down that same route. Um, do you get what I mean? And you know what I mean? Whether or not he's the backup or whether you believe that is a good idea for him to be the direct backup, I think him being in and around the squad is still a great thing. So I'm quite happy that he won't be loaned out. And on to another piece of news just to finish up, guys. This one's actually quite funny though. And obviously the credibility of Le 10 Sport here is questionable to say the least. But guys, how would you feel about this? Mina Raiola, who's obviously Paul Pogba's agent, has offered the Frenchman to Liverpool. PSG are still the favourites to get him, though. First of all, I'd like to say that would be a good move for him, I think, if he went to PSG, because they're building a little dynasty over there. If they keep Mbappe, Neymar looks like he's staying. They brought in Hakimi. They brought in Donnarumma. They brought in Wijnaldum. If they bring in Pogba, yeah, and have a combination in midfield of Idrissa Gueye, Pogba, Verratti, and Genie. I mean, it could mean Verratti. The rumors about Verratti leaving are true. You never know. But did you hear that midfield? PSG will be going on a mad one if they had that midfield. My days. They would be on the Champions League obsession level. But what do you lot feel about Paul Pogba being offered to Liverpool? I think any Raiola player would probably be a no, just literally it's Raiola because you know the way we do our hard negotiating and the fact that we don't let people push us around and all that kind of stuff. And in the past, it's been said that we're not going to spend loads and loads of money on agent fees anymore due to past transfers. So this probably is literally just I wouldn't say a lie. I don't want to be rude and say a lie, but you know, just as made up as you can get without lying. You know what I mean? We're not going to mess with Raiola. Pogba's wage demands will be astronomical. He's on 290 as it is. We ain't never going to give anyone 290 in wages. We won't even up Mo. Why would we give Pogba that? And to be quite honest with you, as talented as Pogba is when he is in form, he's too inconsistent, in my opinion. And I don't think he's surviving a Klopp system. He wouldn't work hard enough and he'd kind of throw everything out of sync. As I said, it's not me saying I don't rate him as a player. I just don't think he'd suit Klopp and Klopp's style of play. But let me know what you guys think about how credible you think this could be. And just for the giggles, how, you know, how'd you feel about if it was true and we did go for Pogba? So once again, people, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you're new, as I said. And yeah, we'll be back later on today, guys, for the watch along. Really looking forward to that. So make sure you come and join us for that one, people. So it's been your boy Drift, and I'm out.